for your next portion of the show? All right. Well, this is the intermission portion of your show. If you need a refill on your drinks, go out there real quick. I'm going to tell a story for the people who want to chill. Who wants to hear about my time quitting my job? All right. It's been since 2007 since I paid taxes. Yes. I don't support any war. Literally. Okay, but I used to have a cool job in San Diego, and I quit my job, which I met this really influential person. I may have been on mushrooms. And he was very influential. I call him Super Hippie. So if you have a job that pays your rent right now, and possibly a couple wars, you might not want to quit your job if you have that opportunity. But they say work smarter, not harder, right? All right. Thank you. So one person is here. All right. They say work smarter, not harder. And the hippies, I was trying to get a beach house. The hippies are living on the beach. All right, cut out the middleman, which is mortgage job. All right, beach. So hippies, when they want to pick out a trip to San Francisco, what do? They get a travel agent and they book it weeks in advance? No, they stick out their thumb and head to San Francisco, right? Anybody heard of hitchhiking? No. All right, well, that's what they do. So I am a one-upper, so I thought I could do it a little bit smarter, a little bit better. So I used to work in construction. So when I started hitchhiking, I brought myself a little sign. One side said stop, the other side said slow down. Very effective way to hitchhike. The police did not like this, but it took him 3 counties to catch up to us, is what he said. So we were leaving out of Houston, Texas, hitchhiking down the 10 freeway to Pensacola, which there was supposed to be some hippie oasis happening at Pensacola Beach. So hippies are nomadic. Did you know that? The people that live in vans and stuff like that. We head south for the winter. So you'll catch us at Key West. You'll catch us at Tucson, San Diego, Ocean Beach. There's a few spots. And we were headed to Pensacola, white sandy beaches. And I guess that's where I learned how to tell a joke fast on my feet, because when you stop traffic with a construction sign and you look like this, you got about 3 seconds to tell a joke before they call the police. And my name is Bear. I don't murder, and I'm not starting today, was my favorite hitchhiking joke. And it usually killed the elephant in the room. So we got pulled over, and we had the sign. They knew it was us, but it was catch and release that day because I guess the police could smell me and my cousin. And so they let us go. They released us onto the side of the highway. And if you're ever in an argument and you get out of a car and it's like a 10-minute walk home, that means you were probably in the wrong. But if you get picked right up afterwards, I think there's some kind of magic going on. And so we got picked up by this guy who's anybody ever heard of the Vipers? Yeah. So basically not the soccer team, but it was the beatniks who smoked weed coming out of New Orleans were called the Vipers. And so I was like, what kind of gang is this? But the guy ends up picking me up and says, hey, get into the glove box. You're going to Pensacola? And he gave us a ride all the way to Pensacola. But in his glove box, he had Miles Davis's trumpet piece and a bag of weed. And he says, go ahead and pack that up. And Miles Davis is a famous jazz musician. And so I'm smoking weed out of his trumpet piece. Jazz was never so alive that night. So we get to this hippie oasis, and there's literally all these hippies are just living on the beach. And my cousin, he was worried because he can't dance. And we get out on the beach, and my cousin sets down his bag, and right there, he starts dancing as soon as we get down to the Florida beach. I didn't know there was fire ants on the beach in Florida. He still can't dance. So basically, that was my hippie oasis. We actually stayed right there on the beach. And a lot of these other hippies, what they do, because the cops would shoo us off the beach at about 11 p.m., and so we couldn't really live on the beach. But there was these cheap hotels that were like 5-10 minute walk away, and we would go and sleep around the pool on the lawn chairs. It was Florida, so we're sleeping outside. It was beautiful. And you've never felt so alive until you're getting chased by a cop in tie-dye and flip-flops. at 2 in the morning. I guess tie-dye looks like camouflage, but the only thing it hides you from is employment. But I was tired of that hike, and I said, work smarter, not harder. So I told all the hippies, we're not doing the 10-minute hike. I'll catch up. And so guess what else was on the beach that day? There was a miniature golf putt-putt course. And who knows how hole 18 always got like a windmill or something. Have you guys ever played putt-putt? All right, so this one, hole 18, they actually had a cave. And my name is Bear, so bears love caves. Me and my cousin slept right there on the beach in the 18th hole of the putt-putt miniature golf. And so, yes, there is an easier way to live on the beach. And so let's bring out, everybody's back from their drinks. I feel like we've got a few more people in there, but let's bring out our feature act. So let's bring up Jake to the stage. Give it up.